Yeah, wow, man. I didn't think you'd be the biggest hater of this.
We're kicking it off now. Boomerangs, we're going to talk about Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
I'll charge in there. It's so just blancmange. It's so modern Disney. Everything. It's exactly as impactful as Solo: A Star Wars Story.
Right, yeah.
You know, it's got like the same amount of how much I care about the characters, the same amount of how much I understand the story, the same amount of how much I care about or know, even realize what the stakes are, which is like not a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And the people that I'm supposed to like the most, I hate the most.
And the people, well, they've done one thing smart with the bad guys. You're starting to like them a little bit, and but you still don't know.
It would be smart if they went about it smart. But right off the bat, the bad guy, quote unquote, is already pretty much Mary Sueing her way to can't do anything wrong. Everybody loves her. Can't tell her enough how great she is.
Which the British chick?
Yeah.
British
Yeah.
chick?
How great her cause is and everything. Immediately forget that she's a wholesale murderer and tell her how wonderful she is.
Well, it's also really confusing because like they're just going back and forth between this is like a super evil chick, and then you spend like 20 minutes with the male model and her having conversations.
It's a hand model.
But like political structures that you don't even fucking know what they're talking about. Like, it's just like...
Rapusnik nailed it on the head. How did you sum it up?
No, I said this is the Phantom Menace of Marvel.
Trade negotiations are getting very heavy.
Yeah.
Treaties are being signed.
I don't mind all the complicated stuff. I don't mind that. I don't mind it when they bore you with the details, because I'm willing to put in the time and I'm willing to watch.
Mm-hmm.
If it's smart, I will be there. I will be there, and I will be their biggest fan.
Yeah.
It's just not that smart. I feel like I'm watching like a whole bunch of clips from TV shows from the 80s and 90s and 2000s that, okay, now we need this scene and now we need that scene. Okay, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And it's all cookie cutter shit. And they're putting it all together and it's like lazy.
Yeah, right. So, I mean, I'm with you. It's always been a meme thing about Phantom Menace. This famous, exciting Star Wars crawl starts off talking about taxation and shit and trade routes, but that was never my criticism with the movie. Much like you, Timber, the more detail the better, especially when world building. But only if it's interesting. If it's not, then why the fuck are you talking about taxes if none of the rest of it works? Because that is deadly boring shit.
I think when it comes to all that stuff you're talking about, though, right now, we might have to cut it a bit of slack just because it's only 4 episodes in. Kind of have to see how they resolve or expand.
Yeah, you know, I mean, like this is basically gotten kind of 1 episode in. If I was making this a 6-part show, everything that's happened would have happened in the first episode for me.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
right?
Almost everything.
I mean, they fall back on so many fucking tropes. It's
they just come in and they just talk about nothing, and I don't like Falcon. I don't like him.
Yeah.
I don't know him, and I don't like him.
He's fine.
He's like mom. Hey, now come on, guys.
But is it the actor or the
now you
character?
wait, you sit in the corner and you just take a minute to think about what you're doing, and I'm gonna go talk to her. I think she's all right, you know. And hey, you boys, calm down. And
right. And what's even worse, and then they'll go to another scene, and then he's being like quippy with people, and you're just like, ugh, it's not working.
I know it's not
working, and it's only with Winter Soldier.
The funniest scene was when they were in the psychiatrist's office, when the psychiatrist forced the Falcon into the session with the Winter Soldier, which by the way,
That was okay.
was ridiculous. A ridiculous premise.
That it was
But it was
happening
a
at
funny
all.
scene. It was a funny scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the only funny scene. It was the only one that worked where they're
And they're just endlessly doing these guys, they really love each other, but they're men, so they're ribbing each other.
I thought they liked each other.
Christ.
Well-
Well, they're just like ribbing each other so fucking hard.
Mhm.
And then underlying all of this is the absolutely ludicrous idea that Falcon should be Captain America, and that this other guy they'd announced is Captain America, and they don't have superpowers. Like, what?
You don't have super. That's another thing with the new guy. So he doesn't have the serum. He doesn't have superpowers, but
Right.
he throws the fucking shield around perfectly
And
and
catches it perfectly.
kicks people like 12 feet downstairs. Like, by all accounts, this guy has superpowers. and then part of the storyline is that he covets the superpowers, so he's going to steal.
But it's true, he doesn't do anything that quite crosses the line. He's just like action.
With the
He's
shield.
like action movie. Yeah, he's like action movie capable. The shield. There were a couple scenes. Yeah, I noticed it gets ridiculous. He throws it. It shoots all over the room. Hits 3 people, and he
Could
catches
they
it.
have found somebody that possibly could have looked even goofier than he does in the suit with the mask
like
on?
here's a handsome guy, right? And then they put him in the suit, and he's all squishy faced and weird, like creepy
Yeah.
looking.
It
Yeah,
surprised me if they use CG to squish him a little bit. He looks
Yeah,
so
man,
it looks
bad.
like something out of The Hobbit or something. Like just
Yeah.
it's
I know.
horrible.
Right.
Obviously on purpose, right? To
I don't
make
know.
sure to make sure that shot of him at the end is a viral moment of like,
Yeah,
and here's Captain America, and he's like, oh,
yeah, like the mask is kind of ill-fitting and like, yeah.
yeah,
It's supposed to look
they
wrong.
made it horrid on purpose.
Yeah, and it's cool. Like whatever they did is very effective because this is not Captain America. Okay, so I'm gonna blow you guys' mind. Did you guys research who that actor is?
No,
Yep.
he's a bass player from Flock of
Flock of
Seagulls.
Seagulls.
I'm gonna blow your fucking-
Flock of Seagulls? No.
I'm just kidding.
player.
I'm just kidding. He's a drum machine programmer.
No, he's the drummer from Wang Chung. All right, guys, that is Kurt Russell's son.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
God, I thought he'd be a lot better looking than that. With
Yeah.
Goldie Hawn?
I mean, you know,
With Goldie Hawn?
as far as I know.
Well, how come he's got the
That's
short
a
distance
disappointment.
between the nose
The
and
guy's
the
like
lip
super-
thing? Neither of them have
The
that.
guy's like a totally handsome dude. It's just like,
He
Yeah,
is
but I
until
mean,
you put the
but-
mask on him,
he's not right
until
for
you
it.
do this to him,
but
and then he's
he's
like,
not. He's not like a buttermelter. Like Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn are among the most gorgeous people of the last 50 years.
Yeah, he's
I would
not-
have expected a bit
Yeah,
more.
He's not quite as like panty
Good-looking
melter as
person.
you would expect. Sorry, Tim.
Yeah.
oh, sorry, ugly and good looking equal really good looking kids, right?
Yeah, you know, I mean, there's
You
never
get
any
two pretty
predicting it,
people,
right?
you're gonna have an
What do
ugly
you mean?
kid.
You mean like the Brad Pitt six pack?
And all you need is
Ugly and hot at the same time.
all you need are the Quaid brothers to disprove any kind of arguments over lineage.
Yeah. Or the Beatty brothers.
Yeah,
Beatty,
Yeah, Ned Beatty and Warren Beatty,
they're
That's
brothers?
aren't they?
No, never in a million
I
years.
always thought Ned Beatty was his one.
Let me check that out. I could be-
There's no universe where that exists.
He's not. It's right there in Wikipedia. It's not related.
He's not. Jeremy types in one letter. Rapusnik types in one
All right,
letter, and it's like Ned Beatty is not Warren Beatty's brother. You just got to stick to blowing our minds with your sick rhymes,
Yeah.
your
Oh, man.
evil flow.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier doesn't make me want to smolder.
We got to get the beat going. We gotta get
Yeah,
the
I
beat
will.
going
Don't
on the
worry, I
video.
will.
So yeah, I guess technically I'm still trying to sum it up. It's just another big fucking meh. It's just another series written by they got the writers' room. They got fucking like J.J. Abrams, people that weren't good enough to even write for him. It's like they got them. Another group of people who've never ever opened a paper comic book. No idea what characters are. They're just people that have watched TV starting only in the late 90s. There's nothing to anchor onto or to feel. everything's just supposed to be important because the topic is important, and you're supposed to like Falcon because he's the hero. We don't actually have to make him likable, you know. And it's just like, fuck, none of it just doesn't make any sense. And then the why'd you give up the shield? Everybody's like, the fucking shield, you know, like, shut up about the fucking shield for fucking second Christ, you know, when obviously Bucky is Captain Hero. He's a fucking super soldier.
Yeah, Bucky should have been Captain America except for his record.
Yeah,
a little dark in the past there.
But still, that would have been more interesting. Like, he takes on the shield, but he's fucking PTSD and fucked up. That's pretty interesting.
But the thought that you can just give it to some human and he's gonna go out like behind the shield, there's like this fucking world-eating creature coming in and just turns him into Captain Scrambled Eggs in like a second. And then what do? Go get another guy that's good looking?
I'm disappointed. I was expecting fucking Lethal Weapon. I thought this is going to be based on what they set up in the series. Yeah. I mean, obviously, by the time you get to Infinity War and Endgames, everything's like dead serious. But in Winter Soldier and stuff, like the two are joking around. They kind of like hate each other. It was a buddy show. I thought this was going to be a fucking buddy action show. And that's one of the few times I liked it, is when it veered into that zone.
And they tried, right? They tried to kind of go Lethal Weapon. That's a good point. And that's kind of like, they tried, but they just, it was all too much of the smart ass banter. There isn't any real connection.
No, they're too obsessed with stuffing in all this lore and all this emotional resonance and themes and shit. It's just like, I thought this was going to be like a bit of a fun antidote to everything else. Like the character, those two guys had good chemistry in Winter Soldier. So that's why I was more forgiving of Falcon. Like Falcon in the movies, he was working for me. Like, you know, he obviously wasn't my favorite. I wasn't going to get a poster of him or anything, but but I was ready. Like, if the show was fun, that could have taken him to the next level kind of thing. And the show just doesn't bring it. It's just brooding and fucking sitting down to get alone with your sister. It's just like,
what the fuck? And that's like the first half of the first episode or three-quarters of it. Yeah. It's like talking to his sister, and she's just so unlikable and mean and dank. And then him, and he's like this, and she's like this. Let's go to the bank and be like this. And
she has had it hard, okay? So you got to give her a break.
Right.
Yeah, but like, you could also not show her at all, and then I don't have to give her a break.
Yeah,
you could just do interesting things during the show.
It's we're going to lose the family farm thing, and it's tired.
It's tired and irrelevant because they don't even get back to it.
At least Superman.
Well, that's what I'm wondering now. Like, if you're telling me this thing is only 6 to 8 episodes long, like, I mean, some of these things.
It's not going to be much of an arc.
Introduced. Exactly. Where the fuck's the arc? Nowhere.
Right. So it's just inserted, like I was saying before, because that's a hot button issue. That's all it ends up being.
It looks like they're trying to stuff a lot of current fucking, you know, things into the movie. Yeah, it's fine, but it's fine. But that's on top of like, and I'm like, oh yeah, okay. So who are these guys? They're terrorists, and they want a world without nation states, but they believe they want to go back to the world before the blip. Like, what are you talking about? The world before the blip,
which was
nation state.
Yeah, that's what I'm having trouble with. You think a group like this would pretty much like the post blip? Think they'd Anyway.
I did want to get back to the loan thing. Maybe you guys can help me with this. So in this show, does Falcon, is he working for the government? Does he work
I thought so at the beginning. He's got
because
the soldiers
clear to who he works for.
He's like, he does work for the government, and right now he's kind of off book kind of thing. But he does get called in to take out the real star of this entire series, Georges St. Pierre.
Oh, the French dude?
Oh,
he literally said it's a French name. And
the Cossack dude.
The guy from Winter Soldier. Yeah.
Daniel Bruhl? Is that Daniel Bruhl?
No, the guy from the opening of Winter Soldier on the boat who fights Cap, on like the leader of the guys on the boat. Remember?
GSP's in Winter Soldier?
Yeah. He's the guy in the opener of Winter Soldier when he's on the boat.
He's in Winter Soldier?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I recognize him right away. I think he's even wearing like the same hoodie as Winter Soldier. So I was like, okay, cool. That's a cool call back.
I'm like, good for him, man. He looks good on film. He doesn't talk well, but they make it good because he's like foreign terrorist.
And that fight in Winter Soldier is excellent because you know what? You get fucking medium and long shots of the fight. They just fucking fight in front of you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you rewatch this recently?
I watch Winter Soldier like 2-3 times a year.
What?
No shit.
Yeah, I fucking love that movie, man.
That's my least favorite Captain America.
What?
Really?
I'm
Oh, wow.
canceling.
Yeah.
Canceling this right now. You're canceling your culture.
Hey, I just got a notification of that on Twitter.
Culture canceled.
You'll never write for Slate again. Yeah, Winter Soldier to me is a goddamn masterpiece.
The first one is still by far that's the masterpiece. That's maybe Marvel's best movie.
I was just thinking earlier today how much I love the first Avenger, and I want to see that again.
That is what I was hoping for with Falcon and Winter Soldier. It was going to be now that you bring up that, I was hoping for this kind of like spy A-team kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I was kind of like into it at the start once they got over the fucking bank loans and traffic stops and stuff like that.
It's usually smart to get into their family life and the minutia of that sort of drama, but they're not doing it well at all, man.
It's not when you got 6 episodes. Not when you got 6 fucking episodes.
Well, exactly. If it's going to be 6 episodes long, you've got to skip that shit. Like, you can't go there.
Yeah. And it's 6
touch on
episodes,
it,
and we've had like
touch on it, just so you know there's dimension there, but don't get into it.
No, you can't. You can't even do that, Timber, because 6 episodes doesn't give you enough time to fully develop fucking, 4, 5, 6 plot lines. Like, it just doesn't.
Well, like Timber said, touch on
one or
it.
two and go with it.
Let's see him talk to his sister for a second. But what these idiots get wrong is that they flip it and they start making it about the sister.
Yeah.
The idiots, we're meeting his sister so that we like him. Instead, he ends up a blank balsa wood sheet while the sister rambles on about something. And like, you learn nothing about him. You find out nothing about him. He's just a balsa wood. And I'm like mildly dislike him.
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel like I want to go for a beer with him.
I agree with that. I was like, when you and I talked about it before we watched, I was kind of in Team Falcon. Like, I felt like, I wanted to see what the actor could do, and I feel like he could do more with better scripts and shit. But it's just not happening here.
We're kind of doing the same thing with Bucky. Like, in the first episode, they had that, what I thought was a pretty decent scene in the bar there with the Asian girl, and it almost looked like there might be something happen there, and then they just dropped that. And
let's talk about that.
So, okay, yeah, we all know he killed his old friend's son, right? And
no,
what?
We don't know that.
Who's friends?
who are we talking about?
Yeah,
old man who he befriended.
Okay, yeah.
He killed the old man's son. We saw the picture of in the
the guy that built a shrine to him, and that's the flashback he was having of killing the Japanese guy. Yeah,
that was the guy.
Yeah,
who killed.
That was his
and now
son.
he's befriended the old man to somehow make it up to karma and life and the old man, obviously. And so he deals with this every day. When he's seeing this old man, he remembers every single day that he's killed this man's son, and he somehow has to make it right, and just by replacing the man's son. So when the girl mentions the man's son dying and how hard he took it, and that there's no word for a man who loses his son, and Bucky just gets up and leaves, it feels like, you know what? Haven't you been dealing with this every day? Can't you man up a little bit and just sit down and swallow it?
And to walk away from the first chance to get laid in 75 years.
There's that too.
The perfect example of, just like with Falcon and his sister, you're supposed to be falling in love with Falcon and Winter Soldier, and they're going to be your heroes. So they have this scene with the girl. The scene ends up being all about the fucking bartender until it suddenly ends. And he's a piece of wood, just sitting there being grumpy and uninteresting. Yeah. She's the flashy, interesting character who is in classic modern kind of Disney form. And she takes over the whole fucking scene until she does like Timber said. Says the line, and Bucky just leaves, walks out on his first chance for an erection in 80 years. And then uselessly goes to the old man's place anyway, and then it's like, what was that about? What the fuck? Like Tristram said, what the fuck? That whole scene was just it just ended, and you're like, what?
I'm already confused. I'm pre-confused because I had no fucking idea. Like the way this show is done, I had no fucking idea that he killed that dude's kid.
I didn't know either.
Yeah, right?
What?
Like,
Did I just reveal that to everybody? Maybe I'm wrong.
No, I did get it, but it was delivered so confusing. So I had the same reaction as Tristram did, where I was just like, what?
So what's the relation, the old guy and the chick he goes on the date with? Because the old guy is like into him going on the date with her. What is their relation? The old man and the woman.
She's just a bartender.
She's a bartender at
that. Yeah, I guess he goes to the bar.
Oh, and he's like, go for it kind of thing.
He's probably a regular customer.
And then after the date, he goes to the guy's place.
Like, it wasn't after the date, dude. It was during the date. He scooched out on that date.
He did. And like, I thought the old man was going to be like, go get some. What are you doing, fucker?
Aren't you on a date, you loser?
But
this is he's just, and he's only spending time with him really because of the guilt of killing his kid.
Yeah.
And I got from it.
Why is dating even got anything to do with this fucking storyline? This is ridiculous.
Yeah. And by the way,
I agree.
Yeah,
especially if you're just going to drop it like that. Like if that's I said, if they don't circle back around and resolve that in some way. But I mean, with 6 episodes, even if they did, it'd be like a 10-second clip, which doesn't fucking
nuts.
Yeah, a 6-episode run where you're setting up terrorist organizations and fucking big reveals and a new Captain America, and like everybody's rooming Mephisto's got something to do here. Like, fucking.
No, they said that about WandaVision too.
Yeah, 20-minute scenes in a fucking bar.
Yeah.
Date.
Yeah.
Well, you could do a 2-sentence conversation about like, hey, how was your date last night? Yeah, I don't know, I don't think I'm ready to date. Cool, you have PTSD. Moving on.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Like how about like be like a normal action movie, and when you run out of ideas, blow shit up. How's that? Instead of like 4 episodes and maybe 3 fights. Usually I'm sitting here going, okay, like great action. Can we get a little bit more character? Instead, can you guys fucking blow something up, please?
So annoying because the action's like really good and well done.
Oh, and that reminds me who I don't like. I didn't like in the movies. That fucking Butz-Flovian guy, the bad guy that's like, taking him around.
Zemo.
I am acting. Like, how did they give him that role? He's not physically like a presence.
He's got a creepy voice.
He looks weenery.
Yeah, but that works.
Like he looks like he should be like, hey guys, come on, let's go.
That works for Winter Soldier. Sorry.
There I have to disagree. I actually like that's Daniel Bruhl, isn't it?
Daniel Bruhl.
I actually like him as Zemo. I think he's probably the best thing in the show myself.
Yeah. His character's great. He's a great actor.
I would argue with that,
but I
agree.
But I find him to be very much doing this.
I mean,
like I am doing now.
I noticed too. He seems
making fun of things.
He seems to be like a full down the register.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I didn't like him in the movies either. I thought it was overacted, but he's a mastermind. So the plan is, you will be, what do they call him?
The
Jews or whatever. You are going to be this exact same height, exactly same looking as you, black criminal.
Oh man,
you are now him.
There was one line that I wrote down. He
does look like me. He looks so much like me that people that have done business with him before can't tell the difference. And then they'd ask a question about something that happened last week, and I'd be, what?
And that's just it. Like they don't set up anything. Like all of a sudden they're on a bridge in a weird city in the outfits, and you're like, what the fuck is going on?
This magical crime island of pirates. That,
the
like,
Blade Runner
is waiting to kill you. All of a sudden, Blade Runner on Earth. Guess what? and we're just going to bring it in quickly while you're taking all this in quickly. We just broke this guy out quickly, and now you can suddenly be someone else without any makeup or training. The guy he's replacing is the same fucking beard.
I was like, what the fuck is going on? We're in like
the perfectly sculpted beard. Like
we're in like the 1993 Super Mario movie with Bob Hoskins. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Just for a second, just to get a plot point across. And none of it made sense. And just to go see that big boss girl who happens to blurt out the next person that they're looking for before, who killed her? Who shot her?
Who shot who?
The big boss. The big boss girl.
Fuck, I don't know. Who the fuck
Carter.
is that?
She says, she figures it out. Carter?
Annie Lennox chick.
Yeah, Carter shot her.
Carter was in the room?
No, she shot her through the window, sniped her.
Oh, Christ. What?
Well, yeah, exactly. That's inferred. You have to think that. I mean, there was no setup for that at all.
I know, and that's a big.
But I mean, that's what you're gonna have to gather after the fact once Carter actually shows up on the street.
Guys,
you don't know who the hell's shooting until she shows up on the street.
Somebody said we got to edit that part out where we show that she's got sniper eyes on her because we need another 5 minutes of bank loan at the start. So we got to cut out the bit where we carefully set up the sniper's death shot on the big boss. Because we need the traffic stop.
Yeah, because this goes back to this is the Phantom Menace. This is just like, when the Boba Fett assassin gets killed from like 100 meters away. It's the same thing.
Right.
You know who did it or why it's happening. It's like
that kind of thing just happens with assassins.
Okay, George. Okay, whatever you say, George.
Well,
sounds great, George.
Yeah, it'd be really cool. We had an assassin.
Then she gets killed, and then they chase her jumping from sky car to sky car. Oh, great idea, George.
Yeah, but you know what? But you know what? She's going to go on a date first.
then after that, George, you put me in charge of Lucasfilm, right? Oh, I don't know, Kathleen. Shut up, George. You're always been an idiot. Sign the papers.
All right, let's get to another ranking.
All right, I enjoyed this show. It didn't sound like I did, but I actually enjoyed it. But I have a really low bar for TV. But considering that it's Marvel, it was shit. Marvel forces you to raise the bar, and they've done it to themselves. I mean, even Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was better than this. That's not saying much. I'm gonna give this a 4 on 10, which is generous. For me, the most interesting character in the show was Captain America, and that's not saying much, right? Because what a boring freaking character. But I feel like his character arc has the most potential. But you're right; he just turned so quickly that it didn't feel right. It's like, didn't they know he had psychological problems? That's what I'm thinking. They could have had him turn internally instead of externally. You know what I mean? They could have had him all these decisions, like when he takes the vial. That's a great moment that can be done quietly, and there's something wrong with this guy right in that moment.
Exactly my point. He didn't need to suddenly become a satanic dickwad idiot.
Right.
They haven't done this well at all. If that's true, there's only 6 to 8 episodes. Like, I mean, what kind of arc is he going to have now? Like, I mean, it's almost over.
I know.
If anything, they should have had him fucking hacking the guy with the shield, and that's like, then boom, that's the end of season 1. There's a nice cliffhanger for you.
God, or that could be your premiere episode. Like, launch it with an hour debate.
Something. But I mean,
I was ready to have the whole season redeemed. That when she kills fucking, what's his name? Sixth Bucky?
Battlestar?
When she kills Battlestar, that he just immediately turned around, and no one knows until this that he took the fucking vial. He immediately turns around and throws his shield like right the fuck through her and cuts her in half.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking guts spill out.
I thought Captain America was going to slice somebody. That scene where they killed Battlestar. What was insane, like 10 minutes before, her and male model number 1 were having a conversation in some European fucking balcony. and they ended it, and it's just like, and then we'll kill Captain America. And then they have that scene. So you remember, like, they're in that room and they're all kicking the shit out of each other, right? Like, and you feel that tension. You he's taking the serum, so you feel like somebody's gonna get split in half and all this shit. And Battlestar gets killed, which was a decent twist. That was fun. That was fun.
But you
And
knew
then
he was gonna die.
everybody in the room, including the bad guys, stops dead. Everybody stops fighting.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
like 2
What
minutes.
was that?
For 2 minutes, while Captain America goes and checks on him, Captain America doesn't freak out. He just blows over him. The person who just vowed in the previous scene, I'm going to kill Captain America, stands and watches, and then runs out of the room.
Yeah, kind of chill, walks out, and then he jumps out the window. Like, exactly. The scene was done so well that I was holding my breath, and only what I had outlined that would have turned everything around for me. The super graphic scene that they're like almost horror, like he fucking splits her in half with a bag of blood.
Because the show is
amazing.
I'm surprised by this too. Like, the show's flirting with an R rating the whole time, which again I wasn't expecting. I really wasn't the tone. Really wasn't the tone that I was wanting for this show. But like, why did everybody stop fighting? Like all of a sudden, this evil-ish chick is concerned that she killed the guy that she intentionally murdered.
Yeah. And then he goes out and wastes that whole buildup of energy and scene and changing character, and just needlessly kills the lackey second, third henchman guy while getting filmed on iPhones by everybody in the center of the fucking square.
Part of the big problem with this show is that they're doing these things. The writers are making the characters do these things to answer some kind of false emotional needs that they think the audience has.
They're kind of like, okay, all the 2021 shows have to be about trauma, about the the loss of the blip and all this stuff. I was trying to research this, but I didn't quite make the connection by the time we recorded this. But I swear to God, it must be the Netflix people on this, because like the show is gorgeous. Like, it looks fucking amazing.
Oh yeah,
the action is great. Like it just stinks of competence, but you're spending 20 minutes with fucking farty McGovern fucking shopping. You're like, fuck you, man.
Well, yeah, it feels like more like Iron Fist though than Daredevil.
Everything that we've gotten together and we're interested in trying to do and cover the latest in quote unquote genre fiction. This is what it's all turning into, one episode at a time. It's just all turning into this muck.
Yeah, they wrote the Marvel universe like that, those phases ending in Infinity War, or no, Endgame, sorry. But now it's just kind of like trying to cash in on that, and it's just back.
They frankly did use up all their best arcs and best characters. So now we're all into the second and third tier, so it's going to become tricky.
This is supposed to be the Falcon and Winter Soldier. Well, to Timber's point about when he mentioned Iron Fist, and then this is suffering from the exact same thing as that. As in, I don't know what Sebastian Stan is even fucking thinking in this thing. Same as Finn Jones. It's like it's the Falcon and Winter Soldier, and you're like hardly even like the dude's had like 10 lines. Like fuck, Bucky has done next to nothing.
We don't know Bucky. He's never been the way he is now. And when we have seen him as a good guy, he's been
just a little
quiet, brooding guy.
Yeah.
We don't know what he's really like. What was he like before it all? That's who he would be becoming now. And he's not. He's just a quiet, brooding guy. And who else is a quiet, brooding guy? The Falcon, a quiet, brooding guy.
The ultimate point being here, and this is to Holland's point as well, is this is supposed to be, it's called the Falcon and Winter Soldier, and yet the bad girl, the antagonist seems to be the protagonist of this show. And Zemo's had way more interesting stuff in the 2 episodes he's been in compared to the actual Falcon and Winter Soldier. They've done, and well, Sam's had more than Bucky, but Bucky's had nothing really to this point. Whatever.
The show has no lead. No, it's
like, give us another Easter egg that the Royal Guard can disarm and deactivate his arm, literally disarm Bucky, with their swords, and one quick maneuver that he knew nothing about, I guess, but whatever, it's just.
Yeah, and the Wakandans are just so shoved into the plot. Like, I cannot tell you, why in this movie? I'm already trying to keep track of fucking 15 different fucking things. And
good point.
Most of them are really boring.
Good point.
Timber, did we get your actual score?
Yeah, so I think it's a 4 on 10.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you started with that. That's right.
Colin, did we get your score?
But after,
5.
I don't think we did.
My score.
Yeah, I did. I stated it out loud while we were recording. 5 out of 10.
Okay, so I guess that leaves my score then.
Make it quick there, bud.
2.5. This is a 2.5 for me.
Nice.
2.5.
Wow.
Wow.
You make me wish I'd rated it 2.5.
I give it the 0.5 for the action, with amazing action scenes, some really breathtaking work, especially now that we're watching the Corridor Crew videos and stuff like that. I'm like, there's some real French kiss stuff happening there. But
Okay.
take that
down. What action was? I mean, there was some good editing and stuff, but I mean, the truck fighting scene. I feel like I was watching an episode of Knight Rider, for fuck's sake.
And the truck fighting scene was pretty brutal.
I thought it was.
It was a terrible. It's a trope. Again, it's a trope.
Yeah.
And the helicopter squirrel suit thing was cool, but it's like Triple X did it better,
Totally, that was
That's the first time anyone said that.
The truck fight was Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
Right.
But I kept thinking of it was slow and ponderous and dumb.
It's been done in a million movies, a million TV shows too.
I don't know what's going on. I think Feige's he's into cocaine and hookers now, and he's just left the bill.
Oh, he's not even around. This is autopilot shit.
Let's wrap it up. I got nothing to add. I hated this deeply, and I think it's probably going to be irredeemable. So
yeah, wow, man, I didn't think you'd be the biggest hater of this, but actually I did.
This is Star Trek.
Actually, I did.
This is Star Trek Discovery.
Wait till you catch STD.
Dude, once you catch STD, you can't get rid of it. It sticks with you.
It and WandaVision, this and WandaVision will have no moments that people will meme about. It'll have no moments that people will talk about 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Whereas all of the good Avenger movies, there's a quote that you can sling around and everybody knows it. And they know what movie you're talking about. There's a sub-reference you can make and everybody gets it. There's nothing, not a single thing will come from either of these shows.
Thanks for watching Boomerangs. What did you think of the series? Let us know in the comments below. And please like and subscribe if you haven't already. See you next time on Boomerangs, your source for genre film reviews.